Hey guys and gals, what's up? This is Gimli1357 here, and today we're going to be doing the fourth and final part of the Atomic Heart Collectibles guide. Today we're going to be going over all of the collectibles in the open world, which is going to be the last 13 Chirpers, last 13 Talking Dead, as well as 4 Talking Dead animals. Now I'm going to be doing these in the order that makes most sense when you first get to the open world. So starting off right where the monorail crashes, this is right when you get to the open world area and you can first explore. You are going to walk to the end of the platform from where it crashes, and you will find the Dead game developer. It's going to be our first Talking Dead for this part. Now from here, you're going to head your way down the stairs here on the map, and at the very bottom of the stairs you're going to turn. Watch out for the camera over there. Go ahead and give that a little shocky shock, and you're going to find all these little tables back here on this one. All the way on the left side, in the middle left, you are going to find a Chirper. Go ahead and pick that one up. Now moving on over to the northwest of that area, you're going to find this red building. And if you continue towards the fence, you'll find this body laying over here right next to the laser fence. And he's going to talk about jumping out of planes or something. I don't know. Talking Dead. Now moving on to where the big central arena is. Right next to that. It's on the outside of the arena, but it's right next to this one gate. You will see a Chirper laying next to this pole. Go ahead and grab that one. Now moving on from there, we're going to actually move to the inside of the arena. You're going to have to fight the hedgy boss in here if you're continuing through, but if you've already beaten him, you'll be able to just pick up this Chirper that's laying on a grate kind of close to the very center of the arena. Go ahead and grab that one. Now we're going to be grabbing our first Talking Dead animal, which also, for some reason, it gave me the achievement when I picked up the first Talking Dead animal. The achievements for this have been a little buggy if you didn't know when the game first launched, so yeah, I got my achievement on the very first one, even though there are 4 to talk to. So, yeah, but there you go. Beast Friend. There's the achievement pop. And we're now going to be moving down into the southern area, down below all of the solar panels is what I think those are. You're going to head down here along this road towards the back end. You will find this little hut. You're going to head on into the hut and find a Chirper just chilling on a desk. Go ahead and pick that one up. Now from there, we're going to go just outside and to the right a little bit. I'm going to show you on the map again that it's, yeah, pretty much right from there. You'll see this car off to the side. There's the shack we were just in. This one is still kind of bugged. They fixed the achievements at least, but there is a body over here that glows. Maybe someday that will be updated to actually allow you to talk to the bodies, but yeah, you can't talk to him, but he is there, so worth checking to see if he can talk now. Anyway, moving on to the lake, you're going to move back up into the northern area. You will find this Chirper sitting next to a little save and locker NORA station. Stations are kind of scattered all around the open world. Now moving into the area along this road. Once again, another, I think, bugged one because this cow glows, but you can't actually talk to them. But they're there, so maybe someday. Now moving on to just outside the little museum thing. You're going to be just outside the front door, past the hedges. You will find this little exploded area, and there's some body parts in there with a head that can talk still, which is kind of creepy. Now moving inside of the little thing, or just to the entrance of it, you will be able to find this Chirper laying on a table, bench, picnic thing with an umbrella off to the side. Go ahead and grab that one. Now, moving on from here, you're going to head a little bit down to the south towards where this little road wraps around. That's a little boat dock over there. Walk along this path, and there's a tree here with a chirper that shows a name, and you can pick it up. And it does count for progress, but it doesn't play any audio. And it doesn't get added to your log. But it does count for progress from what I have experienced anyway. So make sure you grab that one. Anyway, moving on to that boat dock that we were talking about earlier, you're going to find a talking dead guy up here. So go ahead and talk to the weird scientist who thinks you're dead too. And maybe you are. Maybe that is the true conspiracy of this whole thing. But anyway, we're going to head up to where the main story is going to take us. And inside this building, where down there's the main mission, and here is a talking dead body in the bathroom. Dead accountant. So make sure you talk to her. Now, just down the hill from that, you're going to be in this area where there's a lot of wheat fields. It's kind of hard to find some of these bodies because of all the wheat fields, so just look at where it was on the map for the exact precise position, and you'll be able to find a dead farmer laying over here, which is surrounded with tons of robots and a pain in the butt. Now moving a little bit more to the northeast of that, still in the hay fieldy area, but towards this little pond that's off to the side, you're going to walk over to this farmhouse, and just to the side, there's a dead pig. So you can go ahead and talk to the dead piggy. And once you've talked to dead piggy, you're going to head just a little more to the east. Still close to the farms. There's the big towery thing in the distance. That's a tree. And into the field, right on the edge of it, there is a dead body. Kind of laying in the hay, which is why he's Stinky. Because Stinky hay. Hey, Stinky. Anyway, you're going to head to where you're kind of in the middle of those two circular areas on the map. In between them. Closer to the big tower, you're going to see that spirally thing. If you walk towards it, close to the spirally tower thing that you can climb up in is a dead body. So go ahead and talk to that dead body. Now, from this dead body, really close to it, just over this way past the house, is another dead body. So I'm going to show you on the map as well. It's right next to the road, still in between those circles. Go ahead and talk to her. Once you've talked to her, you're going to be continuing quite a ways on till you get to the area that's close to the river. There's another little save station along this road. There's the big bridge that you're going to have to go to for the towards the end of the game. And there's this big crashed train. Laying on the train tracks is a chirper. Go ahead and pick that one up. Now, after you've gotten that chirper, you are going to continue along the main road a little bit towards the bridge more. And you're going to see where more of the train has crashed. And you can actually climb up on top of it. So that's what we're going to do, is climb up on top of these rolled over train cars. And next to this chest is a chirper. It's a chest chirper. A chirper chest. And it talks about train car issues, which I am inclined to agree that there are some train car issues. Now, closer to where the bridge begins, right at the edge of the bridge, you can see giant, cool triangle. It's the strongest shaped bridge. You're going to walk just back from it, and you'll find a dead chicken. And this should actually be the last dead animal that you will need to talk to, but like I said, the achievement popped early for me for some reason. Now, once we get all the way across the bridge and down into the infirmary, this is going to be the last area of the game. You will find a chirper in here. Not the very last area of the game, but the last like region that you will travel to and then come back from. Anyway, right inside, up the stairs, there's a chirper. There's a dead body over here that you kind of have to crouch and look at him from a specific angle to get it to actually talk. So make sure you do that. Yeah. So some of the corpses are like that, where you have to look at them from specific angles and crouch and whatnot. But once you do that, you're going to come down here to this desk in this little room. That's the entrance right there. So right across from the entrance, you'll find another little chirper. Go ahead and pick that one up. Once you've picked that one up, you're going to head through this doorway, and through this doorway, and you'll find a dead body. And then from there, you're going to head around here, head down into the next room, and you'll find another dead body laying on top of this thing. Now, that should be the last dead body of the game if you've gotten all the other ones, including the ones that are inside the complex, which you wouldn't be able to get until you actually go in there. But if you came back out and got that body, that's when you get the achievement. It didn't pop for me the first time through because, like I said, achievements were bugged, so I had to replay the game, and that's the one that it decided to give me the achievement on, was that one earlier. So I just showed you that. But once you get that, you walk out of this room, and you can find a chirper laying on the table. Once you've grabbed that, you are going to continue along. Now, this is at the very end of the game. There's the whale down there. This is after you have completed everything else, and your glove tells you, hey, this is probably the end. Be careful, and you should save. Once you jump down to the whale and fight that big boss, this is the very last thing that you can get. And you have to have gotten all the other collectibles up to this point, but you will grab this chirper right here, which will nab you the achievement, except once again, achievements were bugged at the time that I had gotten all these, so it didn't actually pop for me, but it popped on the very first chirper when I replayed the game. So, yeah, start a new game, grab the first chirper. So if you had that happen, just start a new game, grab the first chirper, and it should pop. Now, I'm also going to show you the Unlock All Achievements achievement didn't unlock, even though I unlocked all the other achievements. To fix that, exit completely out of the game, and then just start a new game on any difficulty, and it should pop right up. So if you're having issues with achievements, try that, restarting the game, and just starting a new save up, and seeing if you grab one talking dead, or one chirper, or one thing, you should be able to get the achievements. But with all of that, that brings us to an end of this part and this entire guide series. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I hope it was helpful, even with all of the craziness that happened. And yeah, hope you all tune into Gamers Guide and the Gamers Guide Xbox Club for more achievement tips, shorts, and guides. See y'all later, folks.